Many people believe that Afghanistan's eastern border that is shared with Pakistan has been the border that was established over centuries ago. However, it is far from fact. Today's geographical composition of Afghanistan is missing a large extension. The eastern border we see today is known as the Durrand line. The Durrand line is the result of an agreement between then colonial India, which is present-day Pakistan, and Afghanistan's Emir Abdul-Rahman Khan in 1893. The reason behind this was to create a buffer region in order to stop infiltration and incursions into the respective territories. The Durrand line was set up after three failed attempts by the British to subdue Afghanistan and make it part of the Commonwealth. When they failed each time, it was finally in 1893 where Henry Mortimer Durrand sat down and negotiated with Abdul-Rahman Khan to create a buffer zone. After consensus was reached, the buffer was established. Initially, there was 800 miles of border length agreed upon. The figure is now 1,600 miles, covering from north, inclusive of regions such as Peshawar, and to the south, areas such as Quetta are involved. Long-standing disputes have been going on. Afghan intellectuals, politicians, and other representative bodies of the Afghan people have never agreed upon and accepted the Durrand line, which they claim as a fabrication. The successive rulers up to Zahir Shah were all persuaded and upheld the so-called agreement of the Durrand line, which was only thrown into limbo after Dawood Khan tried to reunify the Pashtuns across the border in Pakistan. His plans were eventually foiled after skirmishing with Pakistani troops after unsuccessful incursions into the northwest frontier regions. The nature of the Durrand line is thrown into doubt through three major points. The first one is that many Afghans claim that the agreement was presented to Abdul-Rahman Khan in English. Abdul-Rahman Khan was not literate in English, therefore the contract is under suspicion of false documentation. Furthermore, no Pashto or Dari forms of the agreement was ever signed by Abdul-Rahman Khan. Secondly, according to international law, any agreement defining international borders must be signed by all participating parties. In this case, there was three, the third being Baluchis. However, the Baluchis were intentionally not included in the agreement, thus making the signing void from the beginning. The British reasoning for not including the Baluchi hand in the signing was that they had claimed that the then Baluchistan was part of British India and therefore were not required in the agreement as an independent entity. The third is that the majority of the Afghan people were completely unaware that such an agreement and signing was about to go ahead. And as can be seen by the sentiments about the line held by majority of the Afghan people today, the signing should have never gone ahead. Today, the United Nations and other powers who have a vested interest in the current war in Afghanistan try to stay away from this issue, as Pakistan is a major contributor to the war effort against the Afghan people, and any interference can jeopardize Western and Pakistan relations. The reality is that Afghans have never and will never accept this fictitious border. Many believe that if the land was rightfully returned to the Afghans, only a small portion of land would be left of Pakistan, hence making it an easy target for its arch-rival India. This is why Pakistan will try to never let go of the supposed legitimacy of this treaty.